AskReddit has hit 25 million subscribers. Insert party parrots here.
Starbuck was a famous Canadian bull, whose genome was so desirable that his sperm sold for $25 million during his life, and he has more than 200,000 daughters.
The population of Australia is listed as 24,898,152 by the UN in 2019. So there are more AskRedditors than Australians.
There are, on a standard, 3x3 Rubik's Cube, 43 quintillion 252 quadrillion 3,274,489,856,000 possible combinations, or 43.2 quintillion. Every single combination is different from the last, only one is solved. Edit, thanks for the silver award, good sir.
If I had 25 million euros, I would still be here, but with a better screen.
To the bar, everyone. The first 25 million beers are on me.
More so small, but there is a 1,100,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 chance of having your doppelganger with all 8 of your distinctive facial features walking around on Earth. Only a 1/135 chance that a complete pair of doppelgangers exists somewhere in the world. 25 million and I still can't get my questions too hot.
What do you do with your so that isn't normal?
We puff out our bellies and make them touch so that the babies can talk to each other. I'm not pregnant and he's definitely not pregnant.
We often just stand in each other's way for no reason other than to be annoying.
I draw faces on my boobs with washable markers to send to him to cheer him up.
Serious, in France, there is no word for moth, so they call them papillon de nuit, which means night butterfly. What are some other words other languages don't necessarily have a word for?
In German, a light bulb is a Globhair. Edit, as a non-German speaker, I'm glad this is my most upvoted comment. In Japanese, the given way to refer to blindness or deafness is people with eyes that cannot see or ears that cannot hear.
In French, a bat is called a chauve-souris, which you could translate literally in English as a bald mouse.
In Chinese, a penguin is a business goose, which is wonderful. There are a lot of animal names like that in Mandarin.
There is a word for moth, but nobody really ever use it. It's vain.
Redditors who were incarcerated for a long time, what was the biggest change in the outside world that blew you away?
Good friend did 15 years. Completely confused by motion-activated sinks.
Literally just getting in a car and driving away without shackles and chains, you know you're free. You can do anything. You can eat what you want. Go where you want.
I had a friend who did 20 years starting in the 90s. When he got out they put him up in a hotel the first night. He got a key card but ended up standing in front of the room for an hour before someone came along and explained how to get in his room.
Jail and prison are slow. All routine only did 2.5 years, well close to 3 with jail time. But you just forget how fast the outside world is when you're locked in a cage.
God has become tired of humanity, recently retired and left you in charge. Do you leave the rules exactly as they currently are, and if not, what changes will you be making?
Wait, there are rules? I would mess with the laws of physics. Jesus is required to show up once a year to clarify some shit. I'm doing a hard restart on Earth. Hope you finished that last season of whatever show you were binging. I'm walking away too.
Anybody that misrepresents me or my prophets will turn bright blue.
I've abandoned too many Sims to have this kind of responsibility.
Dear glasses wearers of Reddit, what do people without glasses take for granted?
Not having your vision obscured by fog when going from a very cold to a very warm environment. Condensation forms on your lenses and, in humid areas, can be really fucking annoying.
Laying on the couch to watch TV without smashing glasses into your face.
Not having to pay to see.
Being able to watch your haircut's progress.
Not needing to wipe a piece of glass every hour. Like how the hell do glasses get stained so quickly? You don't need your glasses to find your glasses when you lose your glasses. You may think Velma is funny with the "oh no, my glasses bit," but it is so true.
Teachers of Reddit, how does it feel when a student accidentally calls you mom or dad?
My cousin is a elementary teacher and told me she immediately thinks, oh no, the other kids will mock him, so, pity I guess.
I called my teacher dad in grade 5, 11 years old, and he went off his rocker. Savage me. I was belittled in front of my class. Fuck you Mr. Pitts, fuck you.
Well, it's better than being called grandpa.
It feels really endearing, honestly.
You're on death row, however instead of getting to choose a last meal, you get to choose who your executioner is and how they end you. Who do you pick, how do they do it, and why?
Julie Andrews. She injects me with a deadly but completely painless toxin, and reads Goodnight Moon to me as I fall into an endless slumber. Seems like the most comfortable way possible to go out.
I want Gerard Butler, in his 300 costume, to Spartan kick me off of the Empire State Building.
I choose the best cook in the world, and they kill me by offering me my favorite food laced with a slow-acting and tasteless poison.
Don't care who pushes the button, but strap me into a rocket and crash me into a mountain at greater than 500 miles per hour. Nerve signals don't travel that fast, so I would be dead before pain signals could make it to the brain. I would want the judge that sentenced me, and he would have to use his bare hands.
Thy suffocation.
This was actually explored in a scene from the world-renowned documentary Monty Python's The Meaning of Life. The man chooses to die by having 10 naked women chase him off a cliff.
People of Reddit, when is one time you have felt genuine, 100% fear?
When they told me my 12-year-old has a stroke during brain surgery. Fear.
The first time I had a panic attack. I was sure I was going to die.
When I was trying to sleep at around 3 and felt someone press on my bed. Then bag on the chair started shaking. Then again I felt something on my bed. Finally I had the courage to switch on light and found a giant rat on my bed. I had a panic attack on ecstasy once and I thought my body was shutting down.
To the deaf who gained the ability to hear, what sound surprised you the most?
A guy who went to my college talked about how when he got his hearing he was surprised that lamps don't make noise. You flip the switch, the light comes on, no noise. He said that he thought for a minute that he'd lost his hearing again.
My aunt didn't know that rain was so loud.